Hey guys, DC here, and this is my review of Spaceteam on the Apple TV and on iOS. So Spaceteam is an awesome game here. Right now we're looking at what the game looks like on an Apple TV. What happened with the Apple TV version of this game is it no longer works, but it kind of gives you an idea of how the game is played, gives it to you on a large screen. Due to an update with the tvOS features, you can no longer play the game, effectively on the Apple TV, but you're able to at least pull this open still, and kind of see what it could have been, I guess, or what it used to be, rather. So, you used to be able to use your Apple Siri remote to kind of help facilitate the game or watch the game on the Apple TV, but you can no longer do that. But I'm just gonna let it kind of provide a background here for you guys while I pull open my iPad as well as my iPhone to show you a little bit more about the game. So Spaceteam is a cooperative game played with 2 to 8 people in the same room. Each player needs a phone or tablet, and again, you want to connect to the same Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. I'm going to go through some of the features here, I think, on my iPad, just to kind of give you some more detail. So everyone should use the same connection mode, whether it be Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Internet, or Bunch, which is a pretty cool app. I need to try out Bunch using this game. Because I guess you can kind of play this over, if you're doing like a video conference. Again, this game is normally played with everybody in the same room, but they've kind of made updates made by the developer Henry, where you can kind of play this over, online, in kind of like a video conference environment. This gives us more on how to play. I'm going to show you guys. I'm showing you guys on the iPad and iPhone how the game kind of operates. And again, this is 2 to 8 players. So just kind of giving you more on the Admirals Club. I just joined that club. I registered and got an email back. Henry should be giving me updates through the Admirals Club for some of the newer games that he's developing. And one thing that's cool about Henry, he's trying to keep the games free. So again, he's trying to get people to kind of support him, maybe on Patreon, and join the club to get updates. So again, starting the game up here, you kind of join into like a waiting room / lobby, and then all players in that waiting room lobby have to kind of fire up their guns to get the game started here. So I kind of did one on the iPad, one on the phone, and then I did them both at the same time. And you can see there on the TV, it just kind of says searching for nearby Spaceteam signals. Again, it doesn't work effectively on the TV anymore, but that's how it kind of used to run. So Sector 1, don't worry, the ship flies itself, just follow the instructions and remember to work together. So in this game, you are kind of speaking back and forth to one another. Again, you're working together as a space team. So each player has their own sort of set of commands and controls to keep the spaceship flying, right? So you can see on the iPad it says turn on Pro Muffler. On the phone it says turn on Wrench Muffler. And so that action or that item may be on your screen, so that may be something that you have to do, or it's something that one of your teammates has to do, so they have to find it on their phone or their tablet to make that switch. So again, a lot of the words also that are used are designed to trip you up. They're designed to kind of trick you. You're supposed to stumble over some of these words, especially when the game kind of gets turned up here. Right now, I'm just using the sound from the iPad. I'm not using them from both because it's a lot. There's a lot that kind of goes on with the ship breaking down. But again, you're supposed to be yelling these things out. A lot of times you may be yelling something out amongst the confusion, especially if you're playing with 4 or 5 people, that you don't realize that it's actually something on your device that you need to switch or flip. So the game can kind of get hectic, but it's a lot of fun. It's a shouting, cooperating game. And again, it looks like the developer is still making updates on this game. The game came out, I want to say maybe 5 years ago or so, and again, he's still making updates and making mods to the game. So all props to him. And the game still runs really smooth when you're all in the same room and playing this. As you can see, there's green slime that will kind of leak out of the kind of controls there that you can go wipe away with your finger. And again, the as far as the touch dynamics on this game, yeah, a lot of things you're either tapping or dragging with those little gears or widgets, whatever you want to call them. And then the slime you can wipe away with your finger. Okay, and everybody has to shake. If there's an asteroid, you want to yell that, and then you have to shake your phone or your tablet for the game to kind of recognize that, because everyone on the ship has to shake their, device for you to dodge an asteroid. And as you can see there on the phone and iPad, you can kind of see like the whatever. I don't know if that's the sun or another asteroid that's behind the ship there, but it gets closer and closer, kind of as the ship starts to fall apart. And as you miss your time. So you have that gauge. So you see the gauge under that command. You have to be able to make that command happen before the gauge timer runs out, or your ship takes damage. So again, you're trying to prevent as much damage as possible. You see, some of the panels kind of swaying off of the devices. Again, you can move your finger on that little swinging panel to put it back in place. But obviously that wastes time, and it kind of distracts you from whatever else you may need to be doing. So again, this is just a 2-player, and you can see kind of how crazy it gets. When you're playing, I've played this with 4 or 5 people, and it gets kind of really crazy here. So we're on Sector 3, and again, I'm controlling both the devices here. I'm trying to look at both of the actions. What's good is I can just read them both, and I'm not kind of shouting and tripping over words here. When you're playing with a group of people, it can get kind of crazy. So just making the adjustments. And again, this is, what's nice about this game, there is stages and levels. At the end of the day, it is sort of like a beat your best score, beat your own score type of game. But this is just so much fun. Again, playing this with a group of individuals and going as far as you can. It'd be a cool little team building to do with people. So we're getting further and further. Retro brace, set nether grid 3. Okay, so we got through that level, back in hyperspace. And again, I just have the TV there as a background, as a backdrop for this. And again, the phone and the tablet on the screen here. Okay, so prepare to receive instructions. Alright, turn on Mocksucker, disconnect phone lines. And again, this as you get further on, that little timer, that little gauge seems to go faster, and you get a little fatigued. Now you can see that huge panel that fell there. You gotta put it back on. Everybody needs to shake to dodge the asteroid. And you can kind of see the asteroid that passes by on the phone and the tablet there. And I'm just wiping away some of the green smudge because it kind of will stop you from, clicking on whatever you need to, click on or touch. But yeah, there's a lot of little kind of nuances in this game. It may say, activate, the shift grill, and that just means to put it to 1. Or activate the asynchronous factory. That means just to kind of put it on, 1 or 0. Phone lines, mook sucker. There's so many kind of different nuances where it won't say exactly what it wants you to do sometimes. It just you may need to infer what it means in certain cases. You may say set, the loop to maximum. That means put it on the highest level if it's, 1 through 6. Yeah, so for that propulsion loop, that'd be 3 if it was at maximum. Okay, you can see me, it's starting to get a little tougher here. You can see the little asteroid or whatever it is behind me chasing me, getting closer. But now I'm getting to my groove here. And one thing on my phone, on the newer phones, I have like a newer iPhone, the swiping, some of the motions you need to do is a swiping motion from the bottom of your phone to up, and sometimes that may kind of move the screen. I didn't get that, as much on my older phones, my older iPhones, where it's just kind of the button for the home screen, but now the home screen's kind of you know, gone, and now it's just more screen. And if you're swiping down it towards the bottom of the screen, you may end up moving the screen and kind of just have to put it back. So it's just more of an issue with the newer iPhones. All right, so we're going on to the next level here. Sector 5. And I'm not sure if I get past this one here. We'll see. But yeah, this is just, it gets crazy. But I definitely recommend this game. It's for 2 to 8 players. The more players, the more hectic it gets. And make sure you have, I want to say, a decent internet, connection or everything like that. So make sure it goes as smooth as possible. A good Wi-Fi connection. I don't recommend playing this on the internet because it may not be as stable as you like. There may be a little bit of lag, but you won't notice it because the game is so crazy, kind of with what's going on. You don't really feel it, so it doesn't really matter if you have a little bit of lag with it. You just want to be strong enough so everyone can connect and kind of be in the same game. But that is my review on Spaceteam. I recommend that you go out and download it, install it, whatever you need to do. It's a great game. Have a lot of fun playing this. You will too. And hopefully you enjoyed my review on Spaceteam. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more reviews. And as always, you can't win if you don't play.